Hello, everybody. Welcome to Trade Watch, Vancouver Canucks edition. We're going to be going over all the rumors of the Vancouver Canucks, and we have something not breaking, but this literally just happened as I was recording. I thought I'd bring it into this video itself, and we're going to be talking about all the news. There's a lot of little rumors here and some big ones here with the Vancouver Canucks. So let's start with Elliott Friedman. This is on the 32 Thoughts podcast. So he mentioned this. In their search for a center, the Canucks have made it clear that they don't want to move their 2026 first rounder. So far, they've held to that, and we'll see where things go. First of all, my thoughts on that, if it's an unprotected first, you cannot trade it whatsoever in this draft with a superstar young talent coming into the league. Absolutely not. If it's a protected first, if it's top 10, top 15, I would be a little bit more open to it, but it really does matter who it's going to be for. The fact that they're not even adding it in means that they're looking more for third, fourth line centers, not two centers, unless they give up multiple top prospects, right? So that's something interesting. So the Canucks News Summary guy, Corey, he's a good friend of the channel. He actually does a lot of videos with us. So he has some recaps here. This is the fourth period here with David. Canucks exploring the trade market. Management has been exploring the trade market for centers, have inquired about the Sharks, about Alex Wennberg, and we're going to go into real big detail with that a little bit later on in the video, so stay tuned. Bruins are open to trading either Pavel Zacha or Casey Middlestat. Middlestat's been sitting a lot, and we made a trade video on that about, I think it was like 4 or 5 days ago. You can check it out specifically about him. Zacha's an interesting name because he's having a really good start to the season, and we got him as well here. May have talked, or Canucks have been linked to Zacha in the past. That's really important. He would be a big boost for this team. May have talked to the Islanders about JG Pajot, but the Islanders aren't interested in moving him at this time. Now, with Zacha, I think it would be cheaper in the offseason, and we lost our shot. And now, after this good start, I just would be surprised if Boston would go out and trade the guy. The trade market, teams are more willing to have serious trade conversations earlier than in years past because more cap space is available. By the way, this is from the Sakaris and Price show. Definitely show them some love. And if you're not a subscriber here as well, we're trying to get to 1,000 subs here. It would be amazing if you guys been a part of this journey with us. We're a fairly new channel. It would be awesome to have you guys and drop a like as well. Teams are more willing to have serious trade conversations earlier than in years past because more cap space is available. Flames, Lightning, the Bruins are all struggled out of the gate. Lightning, however, are comfortable with their roster, but other teams are having conversations. Now, I'm trying to focus more on the Vancouver Canucks aspect of it. The fact that serious conversations, I'm hearing this a lot of the insiders are that there's more conversations now than earlier in the years past. Now, is it true? Who knows, man? Like they said it was going to be a really crazy active offseason. That never came to fruition, right? On the Boston Bruins, Casey Middlestat's name's out there and lacks trade protection. Explored, I think he'd be too soft for us, to be honest. I like the guy. I just don't see him as the best fit, but we need a center in general, so maybe. I guess he can be a bit of a hybrid. I guess our suitor style, right? Explored trading Pavel Zacha last season, having a good start to the season, has an 8-team no-trade clause. Hopefully the Canucks are not on it. Zacha will be expensive to acquire. That's something that they've said now for quite a bit. A little for Kadri to have serious consideration about moving his no-movement clause. Does think there would be a willingness to move his no-movement clause, though. Would he move it to Vancouver? That's a guy would be perfect for a fit. Couple years left on his deal. Kadri puts up number. He's still playing really well for Calgary. This is a couple years now. And he's probably been the best Calgary Flames player this season for them. Would he come here, though? I do wonder. But if you want a guy who's gritty, guy who would be a perfect fit, a nice compliment, that's a great target. On the Vancouver Canucks have been linked to players within that $5 million to $6 million range. Keep that in mind. Talk to the Sharks about Alex Wennberg. He's a UFA after the season, is available right now. 3 points, more of a due diligence process. I do wonder about that. I've heard his name quite a bit now in the last couple days here. Sharks will pull the trigger on trading Wennberg, but teams aren't willing to pay a premium. I would hope not. I don't think you're looking at more than what? A 4th round draft pick for, like, what would Wennberg cost you? I would love to ask you guys here in the comment section. Off-season prices. Wild set a very high price tag for Marco Rossi. Bruins did the same for Zacha. I think Rossi would have cost a little bit more than Zacha, honestly. Just for the age reasons alone, right? Jeff Patterson on Alex Wennberg. He played 22 minutes and 36 seconds tonight for the Sharks against the Rangers. So when I post this, it'll be last night. 3 minutes and 58 seconds on the power play. 2 minutes and 31 seconds short-handed. Wennberg has, in the 7 games, the 3 points, -7. Not the best start for Alex. 6'2", 190 pounds. He's put up 373 respectively in the 796 player. He's not a second-line center. He's a third-line center depth option. But he could kind of just float around there if we're getting desperate. But I don't think these are the guys we should be targeting. I guess it would be nice to have him if it costs like absolutely nothing to acquire. I believe he's a UFA coming up here too. He's in that price range that we do want. But I just want to reach a little bit higher. If we're going to go and make a desperate trade, we might as well reach higher. You know what I mean? Like, this season is so, like, guys, it's the Quinn Hughes season. Now, I understand he's struggling a bit this year. I get it. I understand he's not himself. He will be himself. I'm literally rocking his jersey right now. I'm not too worried about him. This is the Quinn Hughes year, man. We got to be good. And we have no reinforcements now with Philip Hedl being gone. That's it. Our reinforcements are done. Sassen's been great for us, but he's not the long-term solution for us at 2C, right? He might be, but I don't think that's what they're looking at. Something's going to give here. There's going to be a trade here in the near future, 100%. Who would you guys go after? I would love to know what you guys think. Who would you guys go after for the Canucks as a second-line center? Or maybe don't even bother. Just don't do it. Maybe it'll be too expensive. What would you guys do?